I was doing some thinking, right? And then it hit me. I was thinking like, why they don't never play nothing positive on the radio? Like, why 95% of what they play on the radio is, is negative, and it's not encouraging us. Like, it's not sending out no positive message or nothing like that. Mainly violence. Then it hit me like, if you ain't talking about money, sex, violence, or drugs, you not gonna get no radio play in today's age. I repeat that. If you're not talking about money, violence, sex, or drugs, they not trying to hear you. They not trying to spin you on the radio. And it just kind of hit me out of nowhere like, man, why is they continuing to play the wrong thing on the radio? What they consider is right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why is they playing all this negative music on the radio? You feel me? And they overlooking all the good music because there's a lot of great artists out there, you feel what I'm saying, that make good music. And it hit me like, it just hit me out of nowhere like, whoever running the radio stations and whoever behind the scenes, they got an agenda to push. They got an agenda that's being pushed upon the ones that work there. And then it really hit me like, damn. Because you got to understand the prison systems don't get paid unless it's violence. You feel what I'm saying? Just think about that. The prison systems, they build in prisons every day. The prison systems don't get paid unless it's violence. That's what they depend on. They depend on violence. They depend on crime. They depend on, all type of violence that goes on in the community that keeps the prisons, that keeps the prisons up to par. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back and it just hit me out of nowhere like, damn, it's a shame how it's a lot of good music being overheard. It just can't be that much sleeping in the world. People can't be sleeping that much to where they overhearing all this good music and they underrating all this good music out here, man. It's just impossible because it's a lot of great musicians out there making good music and they being overlooked. So I came to the conclusion to realize like, damn, bro, like they got an agenda that's set up to push out here, man. And you got to really be woke spiritually and mentally to see this. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're not talking about violence, drugs, sex, or money, they not trying to spin you on the radio, bro. They not trying to put you on the radio. And it's the ones behind the scene that's pushing this agenda heavy. You feel me? And it's sad to me, blood, because it's like dang, blood, like, it all falls back on the nature of, enslavement. The way they enslaving us. You feel what I'm saying? As a community and as a culture, the way they enslaving us. And it's like the prison system, they not going to succeed. They not going to be successful, and they playing with works, and they playing the works when it comes to, trying to have people incarcerated without this music that's being thrown at us like this. Because you got to understand, the prison systems, they go off the crime rate. That's how they get their support. Crime rate. They get their support with the violence that goes on. If the crime go down, they money gonna go down. They money gonna decrease. When the crime rises and the murder rate rises and the robbery rises and all the arrests that they make rises, they wealth rises. So it's like, damn, you feel what I'm saying? It's people behind the scenes pulling strings, making sure it ain't no good shit being put out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no good shit being heard. With all the good music in this world and all the great musicians that's being overlooked, they making sure that they ain't getting no radio play. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't putting their shit out on the radio or on a popular network to where they gonna touch a lot of people and wake a lot of people up, because they don't want that. You feel me? They want violence, sex, drugs, and if you talking about money, you feel what I'm saying? Gambling. That's the type of shit that they promoting nowadays. You feel me? And it's to keep us enslaved, and it's to keep the the prisons around the world not to fail. You feel what I'm saying? To keep building their businesses and keep allowing them to gain more wealth. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, like, music, man, music itself, man, it's a heavy influence on the community. I don't care where you live at in the world. Everybody love music, some kind of music. You feel me? And if it would have to be something to enslave us, on a large scale, and keep us enslaved through the mentality that we proceed out here, it'll be music. That's what they use. And they use it to the best of their ability. They it's so sad, man, because it's like, damn, man. Because it really just hit me out of nowhere. Like, why it ain't no good musicians? Because I hear a lot of good shit. It's a lot of good people out here making good music. A lot of great musicians, right? But they getting overlooked. They getting underrated. And they'll put the shit, like, that don't even make no sense. That's promoting all the wrong shit. That's promoting all the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? Promoting failure. You feel what I'm saying? No kind of positive message. They promoting this kind of music to enslave us. You feel what I'm saying? And to brainwash us to think that that's how we need to live our lives. That's that's how we need to raise our children. You feel what I'm saying? With the shit that they putting out towards us and shit like that. And it's sad, because it's like, man, it really is somebody behind the scenes pulling strings and setting up this agenda to where they want to enslave us. They want to brainwash us as much as they can, and they want to keep us at a low rate. They want to keep us at a low rate to the point to where we can't be promoted on this huge platform or on this large platform to reach others, to wake other people up to what's going on. And that's why you hear like 95% of the music on the radio, man. I say it again. That's why you hear 95% of the music on the radio talking about kill, talking about shoot, talking about sex, talking about money, talking about violence. You feel what I'm saying? And ain't nothing being done. Ain't nothing being changed, or ain't nothing being done. Ain't nobody standing up to be like, we ain't about to play this shit, because we know this is gonna destroy this community, or this gonna send a negative wave, towards the community and the society out here. And it's just messed up, because it all falls back on, like, the government, and the prisons that they built and got set up for us. They want us to kill ourselves, man. They want us to talk about the wrong thing, to embrace the younger generation and the younger ones that's coming up, to think that's cool. Homosexuality and all this stuff, you feel what I'm saying? That you supposed to be against. They want to make it seem like it's cool, and it ain't no problem with it. So that's why ain't nobody really standing up for it. And when you do stand up for it, you get killed for it, or you get killed. You get put in prison because of you standing up for the right thing, or you get overlooked and underrated because of you standing up for the right thing. It's just sad to me, man, how you know how this world operate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how they making it. You feel what I'm saying? And then they got our young children and our young siblings and the younger generation thinking that what's being promoted on the radio is cool, man, and it's not. And it's sad, man. And it's like, we gotta wake up as a people, man. We gotta wake up, man. And we gotta watch what we feed our children. We gotta watch what we feed ourselves. We gotta watch what we, embrace and put into our mind. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta free our mind of all this enslavement that's going on. You feel me? Because it's still here, it still exists. it's just got worldwide now. You feel what I'm saying? It's on a larger scale, and everybody a part of it. But it's like, damn, man, it's sad because, you know, 95% of what the radio promotion, every radio station, what the radio promoting is violence, negativity, sexual activity, money, gambling. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, man, like